Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. It is February 5th and it is still Follow a Sketch February. Now I am super excited because my friend Crystal over at Pineapple Papers created this sketch. Here it is right here. And I have pulled out my Punta Cana supplies, so let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I end up veering off the sketch just a little bit, but I am using a sheet of Maggie Holmes paper, which is pretty awesome since Crystal's favorite designer is Maggie Holmes. She just loves those collections to bits. So I figured it would be fun to use one of those papers for this layout. Now I've taken this gold dotted vellum and torn both edges so that I would be able to lay it on top of the paper that I had. And I've also got this wood grain piece of paper that came from a paper pad. I took this off of a give and take table at a retreat. Man, I do love me a give and take table at a retreat. So it has these little foods on it with faces, and not big into foods with faces, guys. I just don't like it. So I go ahead and use this beautiful teal color, and I'm going to overlap that vellum. So this is very similar to the sketch. Now this is where I veer off course. I was planning on doing the circle bits, and I decided that my circle bits were going to be a doily instead of the circles on the outside of the page. So this is the photo I'm using. It is from our hotel down in Punta Cana, and it is just gorgeous down there, you guys. I just love it down there. So I'm going to mat this photo on a 4.5 by 6.5 piece of pattern paper. It is a light green pattern paper, so it is going to pop off of this dark background that I have going on. I'm just going to overlap that with this kind of tan covered doily. So the colors that are going on this layout are throughout the entire album that I am creating, and I don't know if I've done a page that is this dark yet. I'll have to kind of flip through and see, but that's okay, right? Like, as long as the whole color family is still there, when you flip through the album, it is all going to feel like one concise together book. Now sometimes I do like my albums to have the same kind of color theme or the same scheme or something throughout. And then other times I am just like, whatever I want to do, I'm going to throw it in that album and be happy with it. For this one, I definitely wanted the color scheme. So I've got a couple of these acetate leaves from 49 and Market left. So I'm going to use those to kind of tuck in behind my photo. Right now I am asking Alex to pass me a sheet of fun foam, and I get this really beautiful bright blue one, which, you know, you're not even going to see the color, but the blue, it's a good blue. This would be a good blue to cut out letters with and make your own thickers, because there just aren't a lot of pretty bright blue thickers in our world right now. There aren't a lot of pretty thickers right now anyway. Like, I'm just not impressed. I keep going back to the older thickers, and, you know, even picked up thickers that were years old at Tuesday Morning the last time I went, because the new thickers, I'm just not feeling them, you guys. How are you feeling about the new thickers? Because nothing has really grabbed me, I'll say. So I have this Rhinestone Vacation word that has been in my stash for absolute ever, and I decided that now was the right time to use it. I'm going through these die cuts that I've pulled out. There is a definition here, so I figure that that would go good under the word vacation. And I'm looking around to see if I can bring in any other die cuts, and I'm not really feeling any of them. I feel like anything that I want to layer up or cluster together is kind of taken away from the photo and just kind of the simplicity of the page. So Now I do find a sticker in the sticker book that I think will work. I go ahead and put this little banner up here at the top. It's basically a pre-made banner. Now in Crystal's sketch, she has a banner over on the left-hand side. I am just switching it up and placing it over here on the right. So I get my vacation sticky word down, and then I'm going to use my ATG to put down that definition. And I just really like that the way the vellum is looking over top of my pattern paper. So I'm not looking to put a whole heck of a lot more embellishment on this layout, but I feel like there just needs to be just a little bit something more. It's just a tiny bit too plain right now. And then what I'm going to do is create a little cluster down here at the bottom. So I'm using another one of those acetate leaves from 49 and Market, and I'm just cutting off the bottom of it so that it's closer to the leaves. There's less stem and more leaf showing up. I'm going through the stickers because I'm not exactly sure what I want to put down here. And then while I'm doing that, I decide to pull this label sticker and place it up here on the top of the layout. And what that is going to do is bring a little bit more of that same color green that's in the photo, and also the vacation words kind of to the background of the layout a little bit. So now, again, I'm flipping through my stickers. There are so many beautiful stickers that I want to use in this album, but none that are really screaming at me for this page that are saying use me. So I'm flipping through the sticker book one more time. Ultimately, I decide to go with this corally color round shell sticker. I'm going to overlay my words are combining. I'm going to overlap that on top of a label, and that is going to give me a nice little clustery bit down here. And then once I actually get everything together, I'm going to have some of the leaves underneath of that label and some of the leaves over top of the label. Just going to go ahead and get a little bit of adhesive down, and then that is going to do it for this label. I add one more little sticker to this page, and that is going to be an arrow, and it's going to go down here in this cluster as well. I was thinking about adding in some words, but the transparency of the sticker over top of the transparency of the vellum just wasn't meshing for me. But it doesn't bother me on this little clear arrow sticker. So that goes down. And then the only thing left is to add some kind of rhinestone shaped enamel dots. Now, fun fact, these bad boys are supposed to glow in the dark. I have had some that glow ever so slightly and some that don't glow whatsoever. So that really wasn't a selling point for me. I figured I could either use them as is or use some alcohol ink to color them up. In this case, they are just going to stay as is. So I'm going to sprinkle them around the page, and then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Big thanks to Crystal, who created a sketch, Follow a Sketch February, and her series that she does, Sketch Sunday. And if you are interested in playing along with Follow a Sketch February, go ahead and join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. All of the sketches are posted there, and there have been some absolutely gorgeous layouts posted using the sketches. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.